Hi, this is Julie, and welcome back. I am going to show you how I plotted an adventure ride that my husband and I are going to do tomorrow. It's our first overnight adventure ride, but over the last year when I've been doing this, it's actually taken quite a bit of time to figure out a system to plot these rides so that we have a route and we know if we're going off or on route, because we probably ride about 90% on logging in forest roads, which is what we want to do. We want to stay off the roads as much as possible, but about 10% on roads. What I found out, and I didn't know, is there's tons of logging roads up there and Forest Service roads, and you really have to know where you're going, or you'll get lost. So my husband wasn't very much into it, so it kind of came down to me. So I figured out a couple things just by doing a lot of researching on the computer. My best find was that I found the website The Sound Writer, which I think is really great and really great people. In fact, Tom, I believe, who published this, has contacted me before personally when he had a question on one of my orders. But the first time I was able to put a route down in my phone so that we wouldn't get lost was by getting the book by Tom. He has a dual sport ride through Western Washington, and I was able to plot that. And I'm not very techy, so it took me a lot of time. And I also found a GPS site where I could use their app to plot it on. It's called GAIA GPS, and that's spelled G-A-I-A GPS. And it also is a little bit over my head on the technical side, but I was able to do it, and it hasn't let me down. It's been really good. So Drew, maybe come over here and I'll show you a couple things that I have done. I was able to plot a route. Our ride is going to go from Hawkinson, Washington to Stevenson, and then we're just going to go to Skamania Lodge and stay there overnight. And right here, this is where we'll start. This is where the gravel road and forest roads will start. And we'll actually probably go up here and down here and up over to here, and then go to Walking Man Brewery, and then Skamania Lodge is just right over here. So we'll take a couple neighborhood roads to get there, and then spend the night there. And then we might then go over to Carson, which is over here, and back this route, which is amazing. So that will be a great ride. I was able to find that, and then on the GAIA GPS, it will link to your phone. And then the phone, I have mounted on my bike, and so that we can track where we're going. The interesting thing, and it is hilarious, I had this going, and when my husband and I were riding it first, when we'd get out of this picture, I would have to move it forward. And then my son showed me that if I hit this and that again, and I get it to that, it will actually track, so I never have to move the picture out of the way. So there are little things like that that I've learned. What I have purchased from Sound Writer that has been fabulous is recently, because I want to take with my husband some, they have some little adventure tours, which are hard to find. So like the Dual Sport Adventure Tour Olympic Peninsula. And what they send is this thumb drive with it. And this is the really great thing. With the GAIA GPS, I was able to plug this in, it automatically downloads in your computer, and then through GAIA GPS, it put those routes right into my computer and directly into my phone. So I didn't have to take all of that time, which I spent hours and hours and hours and hours doing, to plot their routes. I still plot different routes. You can go on this GAIA GPS, it's like an overland app. And I still will plot certain routes, and my husband and I will go and kind of explore and see what they look like. And sometimes we'll get to one, and it is quite an adventure. We'll get to one and it's a single track. And I can't do the single tracks at this point very well. So, and he knows that. So once we get there and if it's single track and not for us, then we just turn around and come back. It's still a ride, it's still fun. But I have, through Sound Writer, I did dual sport tour through Central Oregon, tracing the Columbia River, and it goes up to Canada. The Olympic Peninsula Loop, I want to do that next spring, so I'm excited about that. And these books are fabulous because it tells you hotels or campgrounds or whatever you need, and all these. So tomorrow will be a really fun day. I'll talk a little bit about the new racks and luggage system that I got so that I can show you what I purchased after the research I have done. And we'll go from there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps.